Hi students, welcome back. This is Plus 2 Computer Application, Chapter 5, PHP Function and Array. Before getting into the video, please do subscribe. So in this lesson, you're going to learn functions in PHP and array in PHP. So we do have 3 types of function and 3 types of array. And yes, you're going to learn in detail about all this. In PHP, server-side scripting language, functions and array concepts are very important to solve many complex problems in real world. So let's start with functions in PHP. A function is a type of subroutine or procedure in a program. So I'll show you the complete program. In that, function is a part of a program is called as function. So it is meant as a block of segment. A block of segment in a program that performs specific operation like insert, execute, delete, calculate and so on. There are many different functions. All these functions are a block of segment. And these are known as functions. And functions can be divided into 3 different types. So first one is user defined function, and then predefined function or system function or built-in function. And the third one is parameterized function. So let us see one by one, starting with user defined function. So in short, it is called as UDF. So UDF in PHP gives the privilege to the user to write their own specific operations. So inside a block of statement, you can write your own specific operation. Any task, any functions can be written inside a block of statement. So that is what user defined function. There are 2 important steps in user defined functions. They are, first one is function declaration. We have to declare a block of statement. That is what function declaration. Secondly, it is function calling. After defining a block of statement, we used to call the function. So that is what function call. So first let us see the syntax of user defined function. So syntax means general form. We do have a format, we do have a procedure, we have to follow that. So now look at the general format, that is syntax. User defined function declaration begins with the keyword function. So this word we have to write as it is. So function is a keyword. And next to function, you can write any name for the function. So here the general term is function name. In this place we have to specify a name. An open bracket and close bracket is called as open parenthesis and close parenthesis. So this is actually function declaration. This line is actually function declaration. And we do have open curly bracket and close curly bracket. Inside this we can write any customized logic code. So this is what the general procedure. First, user defined function should begin with the keyword function and followed by function name, then open and close bracket and open and close curly bracket. Inside that you can write the code to be executed. So this is a block of statement. This is function declaration. And finally, out of the block, we have to call the function. How to call the function? Simply write the name of the function and use the bracket. End up with a semicolon. So this is the way to write the user-defined function. So now let us see an example for this. So now look at the example. We started with HTML, open HTML tag, and at the bottom we do have close HTML tag. And open body tag and close body tag, in between we do have PHP code. So in previous class you have learned how to begin PHP code. Open angular bracket question mark PHP. This is the open tag, and question mark close angular bracket. This is the close tag of PHP code. This is the way to start and this is the way to stop. In between you can write any code for PHP. Here we have written function block. So this keyword function is used and the name of the function is insert message. So insert message is the name of this particular block. So block means, you look at this open curly bracket and close curly bracket. This is a block of statement. block of segment. Okay, so here we have named this block as insert message. So this is the function name. And inside we do have echo statement. I hope you remember echo statement is used to print the data or string which is given in the echo statement. So this alone will be your output. There is no other line to be printed in this program. Echo statement is used to print the data, given data on screen. So in PHP we use echo statement. So this is the only statement given inside this block, and out of this block we have called the function. So a function declaration part, this block of statement will be executed by a call to the function. So this line is called as function call statement. So only if you write this line, this entire block will be executed. Otherwise it is not going to work. So let's see the output. So only this line will be your answer. See children, you have to write whatever given in double quotes as it is you will write. That is what the work of echo statement. So the output is student details inserted successfully. This is your output. Only this which is present inside the double quotes will be your answer. It is very simple. Only the program will be big, but your output, whatever comes in echo statement, you have to write as it is. So a programmer can create a block of statement and they can give any name to the block. So this is what user defined function. So if you need to do any task, we have to create functions. This is user defined. Similarly, we do have built-in functions. So certain functions will be defined already. They are called as predefined functions or system function or built-in functions. We do have lots of functions and they are classified in different ways. So first one is PHP string function. So what all functions you can do for string? If the data is string, what we can do? We can trim the word, we can make it as uppercase characters or lowercase characters, or you can add few more characters, few more strings. All these are called as manipulate string. So these are the string functions. And the next one is PHP array function. So array you are going to learn in this lesson. So I'll leave this at time being. We'll see the next one. PHP math function. So mathematical functions like for addition, subtraction, multiplication, power. We do have certain operators for mathematical functions. And we do have built-in functions to do all these tasks. For example, look at the calculator. Take the example, mobile calculator itself you can take. We do have power. Cap symbol is used as power operator. So 2 to the power 4 is 16. You need not multiply 2 in 4 times. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. It is not compulsory. You can use the power operator. So likewise we do have mathematical functions in PHP also. And then we do have MySQL functions. This is for connecting database. You can access the database using the MySQL function, and this in upcoming lesson you will learn. And the final one is PHP file system function. So file system function is used to access the file and manipulate the file. This also in upcoming lesson you will learn. And the next one is parameterized function. So here values can be passed from one function to another function through parameters. Parameters means they are the variables present inside the brackets, inside function name. So the parameters are also called as arguments. There is another name for this parameter. They are called as arguments. It is just like a variable. Variable means what? It is the name of the memory box. They are called as variables. And these arguments are mentioned after the function name and inside the parenthesis. So this will be very clear if I show you an example. So let's move on to the example first. Look at the example. We have to start the PHP code using open angular bracket question mark and PHP. Then we begin with the keyword function, and this is the function name sum. And this open and close brackets are called as parentheses. So within parentheses we do write parameters. Variable x and variable y, they are called as parameters. that is the memory box. And then inside the block of statement, we can write the logical codes. So here we do have an executable statement, z is equal to x plus y. So this is an addition code. X plus y, we have to store the result in variable z. And then we have another statement called return z. So you're returning back the value of z from this function. So outside the block, we do have function called statement, and that is present in echo statement. So echo means you have to write the output. This is output statement. Whatever comes in double quotes, you have to write as it is. So here inside double quotes, we do have 5 plus 10 is equal to. So this calculation line we will write as it is. It will be printed on the screen. 5 plus 10 is equal to. Then comes dot operator. We have learned about this dot operator in the previous class. It is concatenation. It joins the upcoming string. So here we do have sum 5 comma 10. So what is the sum? It is the function call statement. Function call means look at this word and the function name. Both will be same. So it means we are calling this entire block at this place by passing two values 5 and 10. So this is what parameterized function. We pass value from one function to another function and execution will be taken place in this block. So 5 and 10, that is the value of x and y. So 5 and 10 is value of x and y, and that addition is done and the result 15 is stored in the memory box z, that is variable z, and we return z. So this value is returned back to the same place here. So now the value of this sum 5 comma 10 is 15. That will be printed, and then BR means BR tag is actually break tag. You have learned in HTML itself. So same way we do have few more lines, that is echo statement. We have two more echo statements. Hope you can try by yourself. So what will be the line and what will be the result for this sum function and this sum function. So try by yourself, and let's close the PHP block. Now let's see the output. So look at the output. So 5 plus 10 is equal to 15. So we got the result 15 at this place. And BR means break the line, which means the next echo statement you have to write it in a new line. That is the meaning of break statement, break tag. So like that we do have three lines here. Three echo statements are there. So you have to print 3 lines. So this is what parameterized function. We pass the value from one function to another block of statement, that is another function. This is what parameterized function. The next concept is array. Array in PHP. So what is array? Array is a concept that stores more than one values of same data type in single array variable. So in simple terms, it is collection of same data type referenced by a common name. So we do write a name for every single memory box. We represent it as variable. So one memory box we give one name. But array means for collection of memory boxes we represent one name. That is what array. So all the memory boxes should hold same data type. So here in this concept we do have 3 different types of array. Indexed array, associative array, and dimensional array. So first let us learn about indexed array. So indexed array are the arrays with numeric index for the available values. Look at the position value. We give the position as 0 for the very first variable, and 1 for second variable, and 2 for third variable, and it goes on. So let me tell you how to write the indexed array. First you have to give array variable name. You have to mention a name here, and then after equal to sign we have to use the keyword array. Open and close bracket is compulsory. In between you can write the values, and each value should be separated by comma. So if the value is string, if it is a combination of characters, if it is alphabets, then it is compulsory you have to write inside double quotes. If it is a numeric value, if it is a number, then this double quotes is optional, not compulsory. And finally you have to end up with a semicolon. So this is the end of this particular line. So let's see an example. Now look at this program. So I'll tell you how to read the program and how to write the output. It is very easy. First let us read the program. PHP program starts with open PHP tag, that is open angular bracket, question mark and PHP. The next line is array declaration statement. So this is the array variable. Name of the array variable is student. And since it is array variable, we have to use this array keyword. So $student is equal to array. Inside the bracket, we do have 3 values. And all the values are string. String means collection of characters, alphabets. So string should be enclosed within double quotes and each value is separated by comma. And finally end up the line with semicolon. So let's see how this will be stored in the memory. Let's see the index value. So look at this. We do have a table. The first value Inian is stored in 0th index. Second value Kavin is stored in first index. Third value Lakshmi is stored in second index. So these are the positional value for the given array student. Now look at the echo statement. So echo statement, I have told you many times, whatever comes inside double quotes you should write as it is. The students' names are, and this is dot operator. In this place you have to select the 0th index value of the variable student. So what is the data? Inian is stored in 0th index. So in this place you should write the word Inian, that is the name Inian. And inside double quotes you do have comma, so you have to write comma, then student of first index, that is value stored in first index, that is Kavin. Then you have to write inside, look at this, inside double quotes we do have the word and, so you have to write and. Then we have the third variable, that is student of second index, that is Lakshmi. So hope you have understood. Just try to write the output. So now look at the output. So look at the output. The students' names are Inian, Kavin and Lakshmi. Finally we do have a dot. So look at this. We do have dot. So this is the way to write the output. Program may be big but the output will be single line. So this type of questions you do get in 1 mark. And the next array is associative array. So associative arrays are a key value pair data structure. Instead of storing the data in linear array, we can store the data in a collection and we can assign it with a unique key. So look at the keyword array. Inside open and close bracket we do have key and its value. So this is the way it is associated. So this key is used to refer the data. Data means the value. So let us see with an example. So now look at the program. Let's read the program line by line and then let's write the output. So as usual, program starts with open PHP tag and the next line is array declaration statement. The name of array variable is marks. $marks is the name of array variable. And since it is array, we have to use this keyword array. So $marks is equal to array. Inside the open and close bracket, we do have key and the value. So first key is Inian. Since it is string, since it is alphabet, we have to use double quotes. So Inian, and this is associative operator and we are pointing to the value 35. So Inian and the value is 35. Then comma, next key is Kavin and the value is 17, comma, third key is Lakshmi and the value is 43. Finally end up with semicolon. Now I hope you know how to write the output. So echo statement, whatever comes inside double quotes we have to write as it is. This is dot operator, so you have to join the remaining things. That is what dot operator. So marks of Inian. What is marks of Inian? Marks is the variable name and key is Inian. What is that value? 35. So in this place what you have to write? 35. Then once again inside double quotes we do have marks. So you have to end up with marks. And BR tag means break the line. In next line, you have to write the next echo statement's value, that is Kavin scored. Marks of Kavin, what is marks of Kavin? It is 17. So in this entire place you have to write 17, then marks. So now look at the output. Inian scored 35 marks. So Inian scored 35 marks. In the next line we have used break statement, that is break tag. So we have to write in the next line Kavin scored 17 marks. So it is from this second echo line. So that's it. It is very simple and easy. So now the last topic is multi-dimensional array. So let's see what is meant by multi-dimensional array. It is an array containing one or more arrays. That is what multi-dimensional array. So as usual, look at the program. We do have open PHP tag, and this is the array declaration statement. Multi-dimensional array, we said that it contains one or more number of arrays. So here we do have 3 arrays. So the complete array name is student. Array variable is student, and it is equal to array. We have to write the keyword. Inside the bracket we do have 3 more arrays. So outer we do have 1 array. Inside that we do have 3 arrays. So let's see what are they. Array Inian, 100, 90. So this is the values of first row, and second row values Kavin 38, 43, and third row values are Lakshmi 73 and 87. So all these values you can simply put in a table. This is just for rough work. Draw the table and give the datas inside this table, and just number the column and row 0, 1, 2. First column is 0, then 1, then 2. Same way, first row is 0th row, then first row, then second row. Like that, just give the number. So now let's execute the program. In echo statement, we do have variable name student of 0, 0. So student of 0, 0, just search from the table. 0, 0 is Inian. You have learnt matrix now. The same way you have to number the cell. So first row is 0, 0. First box number is 0, 0. So in this place we will write the value Inian. And then we do have open and close double quotes. Inside that we do have Tamil marks. You will write the Tamil marks as it is. Then comes the second variable name student of 0, 1. So what is student of 0, 1? 0th row and first column. 0, 1 is 100. So pick the number, and in this place you have to write 100. And then English marks you will write, then the student value 0, 2. 0, 2 is 90. So we will write 90 and break the line. So that's it, the program. We have come to the end of the program. So let's see the output. So look at the output. Inian Tamil marks 100, then comma English mark 90. So this is the way to write the data. So just draw the table, that is the rough work. You will find easy when you draw the table. While writing the output, it is very easy to write. So in this chapter 5, you have learned what is functions and array in PHP. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching.